Let us start with the third chapter, that is in the earliest cities. In the previous chapters, we had learned that the early humans generally settled near the banks of the rivers. The earliest cities of the Indian subcontinent came up in the northwest, that is the region drained by the river Indus and its tributaries. About 4,500 years ago, a great civilization known as the Indus Valley Civilization flourished in this region. Indus Valley Civilization or Harappan Civilization was one of the earliest civilizations of the world. The land in the Indus Valley was richly fertile with abundant water, fodder, and fuel. Thus, the early humans started settling near the Indus Valley. Over a period of time, there were over 100 towns and cities in the Indus Valley. The two largest cities were Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Both these cities are now in Pakistan. Harappa is situated on the banks of the river Ravi in Punjab in Pakistan, and Mohenjo-daro, meaning Mound of the Dead, is in Sindh, also in Pakistan. Harappa has a very interesting story behind it. Nearly 150 years ago, when railway lines were being laid down for the first time in Punjab, engineers stumbled upon the site of Harappa in present-day Pakistan. It seemed like a mound of ready-made high-quality bricks. They carried thousands of bricks from the walls of the old buildings of the city to build railway lines. Many buildings were completely destroyed. But at that point of time, it didn't strike them that it is a site of historical importance. Then, about 80 years ago, archaeologists found the site and realized that this was one of the oldest cities of the Indian subcontinent. Harappa was first excavated by Rai Bahadur Dayaram Sahni in 1921, and Mohenjo-daro was excavated by Rakhaldas Banerjee in 1922. He was actually excavating the ruins of a Buddhist temple when he discovered several layers under the temple. On further excavation, he found the whole city buried underneath. Many more sites were excavated later, such as Rupar in Punjab, Banavali in Haryana, Kalibagan in Rajasthan, Lothal, Rangpur, Dholavira, and Rojri in Gujarat. All these cities, including Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, are believed to belong to one single civilization known as the Indus Valley Civilization or Harappan Civilization. These cities were known as the Bronze Age cities because Indus Valley Civilization flourished during the Bronze Age. Now let us recap the earlier chapters. We had learned that the Stone Age is divided into Paleolithic Age, Mesolithic Age, and Neolithic Age. Now, after the Neolithic Age comes the Chalcolithic Age, the period during which man used both copper and stone tools is known as the Chalcolithic Age or the Copper Stone Age. Chalco means copper. The Chalcolithic Age or the Copper Stone Age marked the transition from the Stone Age to the Age of Metals. In due course, various new metals such as zinc and tin were discovered. The Bronze Age began when man discovered bronze by mixing copper, tin, and zinc. The earliest cities of the Indus Valley Civilization are known as the Bronze Age cities because people started using bronze tools during that time. As bronze is harder than copper, these tools made the clearing of forests, plowing of fields, and digging of canals much easier. The use of bronze tools increased food production, thus enabling some to stop farming and take up occupations such as pot making, weaving, toy making, jewelry making, brick making, metal casting, manufacturing, and trade. Trade centers with large number of people or large number of populations developed into cities. The Indus Valley Civilization or the Harappan civilization had well-planned cities. The excavations at Mohenjo-daro and Harappa prove that the level of urban planning and architecture prevalent in these cities was incomparable. Even centuries ago, these cities were remarkably well planned. Both these cities were so perfectly well planned that the historians are baffled even today. The beautiful twin cities of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were identical in many ways. Both these cities were divided into two parts, that is, the citadel and the lower town. The citadel is a fortified structure on a high or raised ground designed to provide protection during a battle. Basically, a citadel is a solid, strong structure or a building with massive walls. The part that was built on a high or raised ground was called the citadel, and usually this part was to the west of the city, was smaller but higher, as can be seen in the sketch. It had high walls made of bricks which provided protection during the battles as well as floods. The bricks were so well baked that they lasted for thousands of years, and they were laid in an interlocking pattern that made the walls strong. Important structures such as public baths, granaries, and town hall were situated in the citadel. The ruler and the ruling class, consisting of rich merchants and priests, probably lived in the citadel. The most impressive structure at Mohenjo-daro is the Great Bath. It is a rectangular structure and it resembles a swimming pool. This beautiful structure was lined with bricks, coated with plaster, and was made watertight with a layer of natural tar to prevent seepage. There were 2 flights of steps, one on each side. You can see the steps on one side. The other side I have not drawn because I didn't get enough space. And there were also changing rooms on all the sides. The water was drawn from a well and it was drained out after use. The Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro shows or proves how good the Indus people were at engineering and planning. The purpose of Great Bath was assumed to be for ritualistic bathing. It is a practice followed by Hindus even today. The granary at Mohenjo-daro was the largest building of the city, and in Harappa there were as many as 6 granaries. Circular brick platforms have been found near the granaries, and they were probably used to thresh grains. To thresh means separating grains from the stalk. Grains found in cracks on the threshing floors suggest that Harappans grew wheat and barley. Mohenjo-daro also had a large hall which may have been used as an assembly hall, a prayer hall, or might have been used for cultural shows. Outside the citadel was the lower town, inhabited by merchants, craftsmen, and laborers. Generally, the lower town was to the east of the city and was larger. In the lower town, the houses were either 1 or 2 stories high, with rooms built around the courtyard, and each house had a separate bathing area, and almost every house had a well. Each house had a good drainage system. Each drain had a gentle slope from which the water could flow through it, and the drains were well connected with the main street drains and the smaller drains led into the bigger ones. The drains were covered with bricks and were cleaned from time to time. In those days too, people followed or practiced Swachh Bharat Abhiyan.